Skibbity-bop-boo-bop-doo, skibbity-boo-boo-boo, skibbity-bop-boo-boo, skibbity-boo-bow-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bitch. No, like this. No, I'm not doing like a bit. I'm being serious.
Now
Like,
check West.
Fuck.
Oh.
What's up?
Fuck. This is bad. This is really bad.
What's bad?
Oh my god.
What is it?
We lost the sponsorship.
What sponsorship?
The sponsorship? What do you mean?
The sponsorship. Our sponsor.
Are you doing a bit?
No.
We have a sponsor?
Joe's Crab Shack. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're
We
fucking
lost
with me.
it.
We are not sponsored by Joe Crab Shack.
No.
That wasn't a joke?
Since episode 51, we have been sponsored by Joe's Crab Shack. Like, we originally were joking about it, but it felt like it worked out.
Since
like,
when?
We've
never
been.
got. What the fuck?
Why do you think we've been making those tweets? We get paid every single time we make those tweets.
I thought that was a bit.
Oh,
No.
fuck. Okay.
Why do you think the Patreon's doing so well? That's not actual. That's Joe. They're just giving us money through the Patreon.
Well, what do they want? What's the bid?
All right. So here's the issue. The issue arises because for whenever we went to LA, we went to a Red Lobster.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like two different, I don't know,
competitors.
competing. Yeah, it's like competitors. So they emailed me just now and were like, "Dear Luke from the Good Enough podcast, we're sorry to inform you, you have lost the Joe's Crab Shack sponsor." What the fuck? I just got another email from them. They said, "Dear Luke, if you do not delete all of the Code Red podcast episodes, we will destroy the Good Enough podcast."
他の書類はもう用意してあります。
いいぞ。
ねえ、ちょっとジミー、何？
Saul Goodman.
They said, "Sir, would you like any airplane food?" I was like, "I'd like some airplane fuck."
Wait. What about the Joe's Crab Shack?
No, we'll
destroying
talk
the
about it
podcast?
next week. Jake, do more. That's funny. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay. All right.
Then she said, "Sir, please leave the aircraft." Now I'm on the banned flight list. I wasn't talking to the mic, sorry. You guys been a beautiful crowd. Good night.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you.
And welcome back to Good Enough Comedy Club.
Good
This
enough
is
improv.
this is my impression of Slavy Baby doing stand-up comedy. Ready? This is my microphone. You over there. What do you do for work? Oh my god, a non-conventional job? What the fuck?
Well,
No, this
What
is
the freaking heck, you guys?
where is your parent or guardian? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
This is stop doing
I can't do his
doing
laugh.
stand-up comedy. Hey, has anyone in the crowd done this weird sex move? One guy in the background is like, "Yeah, I've done it." What, you have? Or whatever the fuck.
Stavros Halkias is the Steve Harvey of stand-up comedy.
He has so many cool shoes, and I love how they're in shot every time.
No, seriously.
Adam Friedland messes up this monologue. I will kill myself.
Adam Friedland show.
Adam Friedland.
Adam Friedland. It's the
Yo,
Adam
that
Friedland show.
that fucking theme song goes hard, bro. I have to say.
It's so funny.
It goes hard. That's a good ass intro.
Just a little bit. What do you? Will you guys ever? Did you guys ever know someone that was like really obsessed with the Muppets?
You say that, but Spencer is one of the biggest Muppets fans I know. I live with.
I feel like everyone at one time in their life meets someone that just has an obsession with the Muppets.
Spencer loves
that
the
just
Muppets.
hit me the other day.
Yeah.
Tell Spencer to grow the fuck up.
That was so blunt.
Kermit is the
Holy
coolest
shit.
frog on
He
two
listens
wheels,
to
baby.
this. Fuck. By the way, before we get too far away, guys, Shirts are
Merch.
still available. Shirts are still
Buy
available.
that shit.
Look at this
Buy
animation
that
I
in
did.
the description. Look there, still in the description.
Look at this
They're
animation
still in
I
the
did.
description. Look,
It's long
it's
sleeve.
in the description.
You're reading it
the
on
link is
screen right
in the
now.
description.
It's on screen right now.
It's sandy color.
Sand color, blue, black. It's available. It's pre-order until October 4th. So you got a few weeks, but get them in early. Link in the description. I'm fighting vomit. So everyone, go buy those shirts, baby, for Record Store Day 2022, which is gonna end in 4 months.
Good enough podcast shirt.
That's not. I thought you were doing a SpongeBob joke.
We should use Sissy Hip. We should
No,
use
this
Sissy
is
Hip.
fun.
No, wait, let's buy the shirts. You will buy the shirts. Don't touch yourself.
Buy the shirt.
You will buy the shirts.
You are getting horny.
Do not listen to Seabass.
You like men.
Good enough podcast.
Wait,
Listen to the podcast. It will make you gay.
Speaking of gay people, Seabass and the Good Enough podcast, there's a comment. Since we're talking about Muppets, that I think is actually kind of very fitting. Do you guys see this comment?
Which one?
The last episode, me and Jackson talked about who we would be as Muppets, and we have. Were you there? No, you weren't.
Yeah,
Were
I
you?
was.
I don't know. I forget.
I was not
where
at
you
Smash
show
Mouth
up.
that time.
I forget about where you show up and where you don't. But wait, what is the episode? Oh yeah, fuck, you're right. Sorry, Luke. He may or may not have been there. Anyway, we have a response of what Muppets we would be, and I'd like your reactions. All right, don't look. I'm reading it.
I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, you better not. All right. So Luke gives me Sam the Eagle vibes. I 1000% agree.
I can see that.
You are
I can see little Sam the Eagle
1000%
having that.
I'm not a Muppets connoisseur. What is like Sam the Eagle's whole deal? Isn't he like just
He's a patriot.
Yep, sounds like
He's
Luke.
like a very patriotic eagle,
Sounds like Luke.
just like Luke.
I love America.
All right, this one's kind of a like a cheap one, but Jackson is the newsman.
What? No. I'm not the
That's
newsman.
such a
That's so
delayed
fucked.
reaction.
The newsman.
That's so fucked. It took me a second to remember who that is. Bro, he's
I think it's just because you did the.
I
Luke's
hate the
videos.
newsman. I hate the newsman.
This individual is just a fan of Luke's channel, I think. And this one, I think, is the most out there. Jake is Crazy Harry. I had to Google who Crazy Harry was.
Loki, you are Crazy Harry though. Loki, you are
shit
though.
up. You just blow shit up.
I blow this podcast up. Mic drop. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
America.
Yeah.
Hulk
Rick,
Hogan.
yeah. Motherfucking day, yeah. Have you guys ever seen Team America?
America. Fuck yeah.
My favorite,
Fuck yeah.
I've never seen the
great theme
movie,
song.
but I've seen clips, and my favorite clip from that whole movie is it's like at the very end where they say the most pathetic line. They just go, "We did it. We stopped the terrorist."
That's great. That's a fucking awesome
The iconic scene where the
movie.
puppets have sex. I don't think there's ever going to be anything better in film history than that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You guys watched any movies lately? You guys don't watch any movies?
Bro, all I do is watch movies.
Tiffany has been forced me to watch Cops.
Ah!
Like the TV
The
show?
show?
Cops?
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
It's like, today we're gonna beat this black guy up for no reason.
Today, this homeless method
Hey,
man
don't
has
say that. It's
stolen a
9/11.
motorcycle.
Have some respect.
It's the 12th. It's the 12th when this is. No, wait, no. It's the 11th today.
It's gonna be
thinking
the
as if
22nd.
It's
when
9/11
this comes
right
out.
now as we're recording
We're
this,
recording
guys.
this on 9/11. Guys, shout out to Hassan. He knows what's up.
Yeah. Hope he's burning right now in a tanning bed because he's on a nice vacation. Get
Guys.
Did you see the? Speaking of Hassan, did you see the video of his live reaction that the Queen died?
Yes, that shit was so
He
funny.
was with a British.
Who?
Hassan cares. Are you gonna say who cares?
No, you said something about a queen.
The Queen of
Yeah,
England.
some old bitch croaked.
She listened to
People seem to care.
She listened to 100 gex.
But whenever the queen died, Hassan was like at some like Twitch event. I think they were playing like paintball or something.
Shit
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah,
they were
or
shit
at a
camp.
camp. And Hassan was with like a bunch of people, and there was also a British streamer there. And Hassan was like, he's like, oh shit, like I think the queen just died. And the British guy goes, my queen. And then Hassan like announces the death, and the British guy's like standing over him like with like his mouth dropped like this. And Hassan is just going over there. It's like,
Let's
yeah,
go,
fuck
dude,
you,
smoking
queen,
the
fuck
queen
you,
back,
pack
smoking
watch,
the queen
pack watch.
back.
And he keeps trying to hand it to the British guy, and he's just like, he's like shocked. It's so funny. But yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, she died.
What do you think she's doing?
Listen to more 100 gex.
Her and Margaret Thatcher are kissing.
Margaret Thatcher.
Jake,
Margaret Thatcher is dead.
What about Cops have you enjoyed, Jake? What about Cops?
I'm not a huge fan of Cops. It just kind of like makes me sad because it's just like people who are down on their luck having their lives ruined. But
just like real life.
Yeah, I think this kind of made me think of something because Jackson was talking about this on a podcast. Like, I think it was PGN where you're like, why do girls love like murder mystery? Like,
yeah,
murder
I don't
podcasts?
understand.
I think how they see it is like, oh, this isn't happening to me, so it makes me feel better about my life. Which is kind of the same thing with Cops. But Tiffany also loves that murder mystery. Murder mystery podcast. But I'm not the biggest fan because it just stresses me out. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm trying to get the ice.
Good god. God, you were like a snake that could unhinge his jaw.
No, Jake, I know what you mean. I've been kind of watching like
snakes can unhinge their jaw.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Where can I find? Where could I maybe find?
Why's the delay? Like maybe.
Just had a little moment.
Jake, I've been watching a show with my girlfriend lately. Have you seen Catfish, the TV show on MTV?
I've not seen it,
the,
but I know.
What's the guy's name? He has a weird name. What's his name?
Neve.
Yeah.
Neve. You guys seen that show?
I've seen clips of it on YouTube.
Of it.
Neve and Catfish, the TV show, are interesting because Catfish originally was a documentary about Neve. And he was not making the documentary. It was two of his filmmaker friends. But now, the TV show, which is also a documentary, is made by Neve. And a guy named Max, who is another filmmaker friend of Neve, but not the two original guys from the original documentary about Neve. So. But the whole show is kind of weird because, like, when the show first started, it was like... What are you laughing about? I'm explaining the show.
Just
what the fuck just happened?
No,
what? What'd you think of?
Say, spit it out. Spit it out.
I just thought of Nev-en Steven.
What is that?
Funny.
What the fuck is that?
It's just a stupid pun that you just made.
You ever see the TV show Even Steven?
Yeah, but you just put the name Neve into it.
That's not funny at all. Fuck you.
That's literally not so far away from the realm of funny. Bro, what are you saying right now?
Why are you laughing so hard?
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Anyway,
holy shit.
Nev-en gang make Catfish the TV show, right? It's not funny.
It's Nev-en Steven. Holy shit.
What is funny about that?
I am so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my
Anyway,
lord.
shit.
Anyway, the Catfish the TV show is funny because when it stop laughing, stop that.
What is going on?
Oh, it's Squirt Reynolds all over again, guys.
Let me say what I was gonna say. Catfish is interesting because the first few seasons are like kind of like early on internet like dating stuff. Jake, man, do you need to leave the room?
Even Steven.
It's not.
Just derailed this entire story.
Sorry, continue. I apologize.
No, you're gonna keep laughing about it.
No, I'll stop.
Okay. So the first few seasons of Catfish, you're laughing right now.
I'm just not.
You're covering
This
this
is
out.
like
No.
Squirt Reynolds, but just like infinitely less funny.
No, dude.
because at least Squirt Reynolds, we're all laughing.
Bro,
about.
fuck out of here. All right, I'm back.
Anyway, the first
Oh,
two
we're fine.
seasons of Catfish.
Wait.
are-
Neve and Steven. All right, I'm done.
All right, the first two seasons of Catfish are interesting because it's like early on in the like dating internet days or whatever. So they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's this guy on Facebook," or like, "I found his Twitter and we've been talking for a while," and it was like kind of believable that they could be talking to them. Nowadays, it's like now, like if you do not like video call with someone, like they are not real.
Yeah,
like, they
you're an
just
idiot.
aren't.
You can just
Yeah.
video call with them.
Because you will, the people on the show back then were just like, yeah, they don't have a webcam or like they just have a Facebook account. Which back when the show first started, which was like maybe like 2009, that's like kind of believable, right? Like not everyone had a webcam because they were kind of expensive.
primitive
right?
technology.
Right. Now, when people are on the show, it's like, yeah, I use this chat room site called Monospace, and it's like, what the fuck is that?
Monospace.
And they'll be like, yeah,
It's turned into just like, look at this fucking pathetic dumb idiot who doesn't know how to use the internet properly. and
Well,
just
it's
wants to
funny.
find
It's
love.
funny because when the show first started, Neve was like, "Oh, well, maybe it's like he'd be like consoling with the people. He'd be like, "Oh, well, we don't know. Maybe it's just like a little hiccup, and maybe they are actually real." Now, whenever the show happens and they talk to these people and they'll tell them the situation, Neve immediately will be like, "Yeah, they're not fucking real. You're an idiot. They're catfishing you," and it's like so brutal. It's so brutal.
That's so funny. He likes no chill about it.
Well, the thing is so funny because, like, that's like, I truly think Catfish is legitimately one of the only reality TV shows that is, like, not faked to an extent. Because it's a very simple concept. It's reach out to the person, go meet up with them. They may be real, they may be fake. Things ensue, right? And they make it very apparent that it's like documentary because they'll show the whole like crew around them. It's like maybe like 3-4 people going with them. It's a very small crew, so it's real, but it's just so funny seeing like real things that happen. Like we watched one episode where the guy came out and he was a catfish and he had been acting like a girl just to mess with this guy, and he kept saying like. He even like compared himself to the Joker to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm like Jake. What are you doing? Are you like listening to this?"
Yeah, sorry. We're talking about Seabat.
Oh, okay. So anyway, fuck it. Go to the premium if you want to get more insight on
Context for that one, yeah.
Fuck. But like the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of like the Joker in this situation. I'm just messing with you." And Max, one of the guys that helps out Neve, he's like the second main guy next to Neve, literally puts his camera up and you see the footage of the camera going into his camera bag and he says, "I'm leaving. This is stupid." And he walks out. And
Fuck
it's
this
so
place.
it's so funny. And I'm just like, how is this real? It's like
That is
fucking
wild.
hilarious.
Oh man,
Neve and Steven. I'm better.
Don't
It's not
fucking
funny. No, it's
The
better.
only,
Okay.
the only time I've seen the show and it's actually been like a real person on the show was this random girl was talking to this guy named Elijah Proc, and whenever they looked him up, it was like this very like generic like 2013 emo dude, and he had so many fake accounts with his name on it. But and they had originally been talking on MySpace, and then he went rogue for like 2 years and completely ghosted her. And then he came back and was like, "Hey, it's me, Elijah Proc, on Facebook." It's like we talked on MySpace, and so they had been talking. And then when they went to go meet him, it was actually the real guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I had a song blow up on YouTube because it was like a cover or something, and people thought I was attractive, and so they just started using me as fake Facebook accounts."
Ah, I see.
interesting.
So that was the only time like it was real. By far the most pathetic one was one of the more like newer episodes where this girl had been talking to this guy for like 6 months, and she was like, "I love him so much. He's so attractive." And like they were making fun of how the photo that the account was using was like some guy with like abs or whatever. And Neve was like, "What if I just searched up on Google hot guy abs?" First result first result was the photo that they were using.
Nice.
I was like, that's just pathetic.
Maybe it's
and then whenever
maybe
they
he's a
brought
model.
it, and then whenever they brought it up to no, he was totally fake.
I'm
And
kidding.
then whenever
Yeah, I know.
and then whenever they brought it up to her, they were like, yeah, it was the first page result. She was like crying on camera, and I was just like, come on, that was like. And they kept saying it too. It's like he literally used the first photo of hot abs. I'm like, you are just making this girl feel awful
You
for
just
being such a moron.
The place where you inserted the blade. Shout out to
Yeah.
Black Country New Road.
Ooh, reference. Have you guys?
Yeah,
Did you ever watch the mini series about the guy, like the one man, one ice pick guy?
No.
That shit was good as fuck. You should
I
watch
don't like where
that.
this is going.
No. It's like a mini series on Netflix about the documentary about like how they caught the guy who like murdered these people and like a bunch of cats and stuff. And it's crazy. It's like this Facebook group is created.
What's it called? It's like something about cats, right?
Don't fuck with cats.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I have not watched it.
It's
but I
really
heard of-
fucking good.
I
It's
heard a
really
bunch of
similar to that because of when they eventually find the guy. It's like this crazy like gay porn star / model who like is literally so obsessed with himself that he creates like fake fan accounts for himself,
Let's
like
fucking go,
scatters
dude.
them all over the internet. It's crazy, but like
That's
it's really
so
fucking good docuseries about how they caught the guy.
Interesting.
Speaking of documentaries, did any of you guys watch the Kanye documentary that came out?
I never did. One of my roommates did the Genius.
Yeah.
I never did. I don't know.
Genius.
I think that when it
sounds
came
like
out-
Genius.
When it came out, I was so done with Kanye. I was just like, there had been so much Kanye news. I was like, I just
You're
need a break
Kanye
from.
fatigued.
I was Kanye fatigued, as they say.
I'm still Kanye fatigued. I'm shocked you guys did not talk about all the Kanye shit last episode, because it's been...
What is there to talk about, man? I don't know what's happening. I'm so out of the loop.
The fact that he said shout out to all my cum donors and tagged Travis Scott.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Shout out to all my cum donors.
Yeah, to all my cum donors out there.
What?
You see the one of Kim having diarrhea? Or was that a meme?
That was
or real?
that was a meme. That was a meme making fun of it.
Ah, fuck. All right, damn.
But by far the funniest thing was like I don't even know like the situation, but he was posting photos of like the team at like I think it was Adidas. Like correct me if I'm wrong.
It was Gap,
Or
I
Gap.
think.
It was Gap because they were not like following through or something.
Yeah.
And Instagram took it down because it was like harassment, and so Kanye reposted it and said, "No harassment happening here. Just posting this advisory board of people that I really enjoy." And then it was like super sarcastic, and he was posting all the photos again. And he was like, "All love here, like love this guy."
That's funny as fuck.
Also-
That's funny because
also-
I didn't see the original post, but I saw the post of him giving them praise, and I was like, oh, what happened? I really
No,
didn't. That's so.
he doesn't
I was out of
actually
the loop.
like them. And then the one other funny thing was that he had posted the Kim diarrhea thing, and he was like, "You all are funny." He was like, "Sadly, I did not make this post. It is fake." I said, "I hate to burst your all's bubble, but I don't find this that funny." He said, "I do find a lot of stuff that my fans do funny, and I find a lot of people funny." And then he goes out to list a bunch of comedians that he finds
Yeah, I saw
funny.
that, yeah.
And the funniest part was he said, Kevin Hart, parentheses, only in Jumanji.
That's so
What
fucking
a,
random. He's
what
not
an
even
enigma.
there's not a funny
Kanye
in
West
that.
is the charismatic enigma. Like fuck Jeff Hardy, bro. That is a
Yeah, I
insane
don't-
individual.
I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking. You guys want to...
So my friend did something that was kind of interesting that could be in the YouTube space. So I don't know if you've heard of this.
What is that?
This niche YouTuber by the name of Mr. Beast, actually. And one of his latest videos, at the very end, he's like, "We opened our first physical Beast Burger location in this mall in New Jersey. And if you come on September 4th, I will be working the cash register."
If you come on September 11th, we'll give you the Never Forget Burger.
Because you'll never forget your time at Mr. Beast Burger. What was that fucking face, dude?
Even
You were like-
Steven was much funnier than that. Anyway. Even Steven was better. Anyway. So, my friend went to the Mr. Beast Burger, the physical Mr. Beast Burger location.
That's awesome. Is it? What did he get filmed? Was he like Mr. Beast? And he was like,
Well,
hello, give
you
me
see,
money.
he was like, "Oh, I'm so hype. I'm gonna go." This is in New Jersey, by the way. A cool 5-hour drive from us, so barely worth it. He shows up. The mall is flooded with people. Like it looks like a 2012 One Direction concert in there. People packed. He didn't even get to go to Mr. Beast Burger. It was so packed he couldn't even go.
Damn, that's fucked.
But that brings up a wider point for me. Do you think that the internet content creators are going to take over the world, metaphorically, not literally? Like, imagine being this mall owner. Like he's not critically online, right? So
We already have, baby.
there you go. He's not clinically online, so he just gets a call from a manager. Is like, "Hey, I represent this YouTuber. We'd like to do a little promotional thing in your mall. Can we do that?" And he's like, "Fucking nerd YouTuber, okay." And then he floods the mall, and then he brings that mall the most business it's ever seen its entire life.
Mr. Beast is kind of like, I don't know. Mr. Beast is different though, because I feel like my cousin's parents know about Mr. Beast. Like, he's kind of like known. Like Mr. Beast is a brand more than anything now.
Yeah, but isn't that
You
crazy? Like I don't know much about Mr. Beast. I watched his you seen his studio tour?
No.
Bro, it blows my mind. Like seeing all the different positions that he has, all the different workers, the employees. Like he has a guy that his whole job is just camera inventory. Like that is his 9-to-5 job. He's just like, "Oh, is this camera checked out?"
He has a cage. He has a cage in his studio. That's fucking crazy. Have you There was I had a little bit of an anecdote actually. So when I moved into this apartment, my roommate, the guy who sleeps right there, literally was like, "You guys are never gonna believe this, but I have a audition for Mr. Beast tomorrow." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I have a Zoom audition. I was like, I saw some casting call online for a Mr. Beast video, and I got a call back for it." I was like, "Bet, dude, good luck." And so finally the day comes. He's like, "All right, guys, wish me luck. I'm going in." So he goes in the room, and some time passes, and he comes out, and he goes, "Bro, my mic fucking broke, and they couldn't hear anything I was saying the whole time."
Oh, dude.
No, literally, I felt so bad. I think he said they were gonna give him a second chance, but I haven't heard anything about it since then.
Man.
Well, fuck. Now I want to
But-
do a casting call for Mr. Beast fucking video. Goddamn.
Google Mr. Beast
Well, just in general, casting
call.
I want to do we'll talk more about this after. But
The thing about the Mr. Beast videos is like, it's a bit different if you're like going to a game show, because like a game show will not like fly you out if you get onto a game show. Like you have to go and like you still have to like, I don't know. Mr. Beast is weird because he's literally like, "Yeah, we'll fly you out. Like we'll buy your hotel to stay."
No,
here."
literally.
pay you
And then it's like,
$10,000.
yeah, we'll pay you
He films in
$10,000,
Florida, I think.
and then you leave. I think it's North Carolina.
Same thing.
See, if we were on the bonus, I'd say we'd react to the video, but we're on the main, so it probably wouldn't be good content.
Yeah.
See, like here's my perspective, right? Like California, everything else.
Midwest emo.
Yeah, the Midwest.
Midwest.
The place where Midwest emo comes from. And then there's California, where everything else comes from.
Yeah, because Jackson's the center of the universe.
I am the center of the universe.
America pretty
It's
much
just
is
the
the
truth
center of the
about it.
universe. Like, we could just admit that.
No, basically one of the most important places in the country in time and
I mean, that's where I live. So.
podcast. So who gives a fuck about everyone else, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
Shout out
look,
to
as far
Space.
as it goes to like YouTubers doing more shit like that, I think it's really what's really scary to me is the fact is like that's what kids content is now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what kids are going like cuz I grew up on like I don't know, like fucking
Not
Mr.
SpongeBob?
Rogers. Yeah, not SpongeBob, but I grew up watching like TV shows and stuff, but no, it's not that anymore. It's like there are TV shows, but it's YouTube. It's like
yeah.
you know,
I
you
mean,
watch
I-
Ryan's
I-
toy
I
reviews or you watch Mr. Beast or
Ryan's Toys Reviews. My
God, that
little
kid makes
sister
so much fucking
watches.
money.
My little sister
Jesus.
goes through a bunch of different phases, but she's definitely like a YouTube kid. She's like
Your
5,
baby sister,
4,
right?
5 Yeah, my baby sister. My
Yeah.
baby
that's
sister.
horrifying.
She watches like
To me.
she calls them like Frozen toys, and it's literally a channel where it's just people playing with Frozen toys, and they'll like act out skits with like Anna and Elsa like dolls, and And it's like skits, but without real people. It's just dolls.
That's the iDubbbz video he did with like the toy YouTube.
No, literally with
That's
fucking
literally what it is.
Ethan Bradbury.
Yeah, Ethan Bradbury. Elsa takes a fucking shit on Spider-Man's face and then injects
Yeah,
her
Elsa
with this.
gets pregnant
it's not
because
like
she's a
that. It's
fucking
not like
whore.
It's not like the Elsa Spider-Man stuff. It's like just toys, and it's like,
That was
we're
such
gonna
a weird moment
Go
in
to
time.
school, and it's like we're gonna go to school, and it's like okay, and then they like act like they're
Still
going to
weird.
school, but yeah.
The only content that should be suited for children is Pengu. I still stand by that.
Pingu.
I fucking love.
I
Pengu.
still think whenever I watch kids content, I've said this before. Like I'm only okay with it if it passes the Mr. Rogers test. Where if Mr. Rogers would have been okay with it, then I'm okay with it. Because I grew up on that man. I love him so much. I loved everything that he preached.
I feel like
Does Mr. Rogers like SpongeBob?
Mr. Rogers is dead, so probably not.
I feel like is it just me or did older kids media like was that just funnier? Like
What do you mean?
like I recently got YouTube TV because we cut the cord, baby, yeehaw. But YouTube TV is actually
Congrats.
it's a pretty cheap like alternative to cable.
No,
like,
dude,
retrospectively.
like live streaming services. Like I have Hulu Live TV. It's pretty much the same shit. It's so much cheaper.
No,
and you
it
get
kills
literally
it.
everything. Yeah.
So like if I'm bored or something, I'll just put on like Nickelodeon or something, and an old episode of SpongeBob will come on, and I'm like, this is a good like. Take away the funny haha I'm a kid and funny flashing lights, but this is like actually this is funny stuff. Like I can find humor in this. But now if I just keep it on or something, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, it's Johnny Run or something, and he runs like it seems so babyfied like.
I don't.
That's why I loved. Did you guys watch Mr. Rogers?
I
Mr.
didn't,
Rogers'
but,
Neighborhood?
like,
I know of him, but yeah,
I watched it.
So
kinda.
his
I
whole
watched
thing was
Thomas
like
the Tank Engine when I was little.
I
love
might be
Thomas.
wrong. Thomas Tank Engine was awesome. I guess I'm pretty sure he used to be a psychiatrist, like before he was into children's television. But the whole bit was he'd come in and he'd kind of just like sit down, and he had this train that would come through his little house in the neighborhood, right?
Fuck
It would
yeah,
come through and then it would go into this alternate little area where everyone was puppets and stuff, and it was really awesome. But the best thing about his show was that he wanted to bring adult topics into kids media, right? So he had episodes where he had a whole week, I think, where he talked about death. Like he was like, yeah, we're covering like how to grieve with death. It was like actually teaching kids how to learn shit in the real world, but through the lens of kids TV. Like most famously, he had a scene where there was a big thing because his show first started airing in the 60s. When black people weren't allowed to be in swimming pools at the same time as white people were. Like, businesses were banning people from, I guess, intermixing races in swimming pools. So, on one of his shows, he would have the mailman character, who was a black man, come into his house, and they would go into this little tiny kiddie pool together. So, like, he would really try to do shit with his...
I have
It's
seen
really,
that,
it's
yeah.
really awesome. And I love that so much. And I miss when... I feel like I haven't seen kids content like that since he fucking croaked, and I'm pissed off about it.
My thing is like a lot of the time with kids content now, I feel like there still can be like good kids content. It's just now in like the age of the internet, people kind of realize it's like, oh, we can do like quick, I don't know. A lot of time kids content
gets buried, yeah.
Kids content is more like let's try to brand this as much as possible.
No, facts.
That's what it is now.
How many toys can we sell off the bat of this?
Yeah, like they sell.
Not enough.
You guys heard of Blippi?
Dude, absolutely I've heard of Blippi.
Yeah,
I've heard of Blippi, but I don't know what it is.
Blippi is literally just like it's like a guy wearing like a blue and orange. It's like a real life guy. It's not like a cartoon, but it's like a real life guy who wears an orange and blue outfit. And
If I saw this person in real life, I would sock them so hard their teeth fell out. That is the most annoying looking individual I've seen in my life.
He makes baby videos for babies.
Yeah, all he does is he goes to he'll go to like the fire station, and then in a very simplified way, he will teach the watcher what the like firemen do. So like I'd say like that, if that is the bar for kids content now, like I don't mind it because it's not like mind numbing. Like he's actually like teaching people, but it's like very, it's like very like not like, Like it's
No, I know what you're saying, yeah.
literally just like this is what this thing is, and that's like the whole entire video.
I think executives underestimate how intelligent the youth is.
100%.
They
constantly
think babies don't know shit, or like young kids don't know nothing. But you'd be surprised how able to comprehend stuff that they are.
All my memories of early childhood, like media like that, is like things like not even Mr. Rogers. Like one of my earliest moments in like just like having a moment when it came to TV shows and stuff was I was watching the movie Hook. You ever seen the movie Hook?
Yeah, dude.
I've seen it.
With Robin, yeah, it's like the Peter Pan like sequel with Robin Williams, right? But there's this scene where he loses or he finds his teddy bear, like while he's in Neverland or whatever, and he has this really emotional moment where he like realizes like, oh my fucking god, I never had a dad. Like I kind of grew up in this.
Is that what he said in the
horrible,
show?
like, I miss
Is that
my
what he said in
parents.
the movie? Oh my fucking
Yeah, exactly.
god, I don't have a dad.
That was the exact words. But it kind of like hit me where I was like,
God.
I was like, oh my
Holy
god, like
shit.
that guy.
He's like, oh my god.
Like,
Jackson's like, oh my god, I don't have a dad either.
No, but it was like I had like a serious like reaction to that, and I was like, wow, like this isn't just Peter Pan now to me. This is like actual like a person like that's having a emotional moment in media. Like that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
I just wish I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of that lately. Maybe to be fair, I'm not consuming the same
Jackson.
fucking types of
Now,
media. But
I'm going to ask a question in like the similar topic, but it's to lighten the mood a little bit. Because it's kind of a funny question, but I'm actually being serious.
yeah.
Would you consider Dog with a Blog mind-numbing children entertainment? Or would you say
Yes.
it had some value?
Okay, I'll say this, and my dad told me this. Well, you guys remember? I don't remember most of Dog with the Blog. I was a
No, me
kid.
either.
I remember being on set, but that's about it. But originally, my dad was pretty excited for it because the crux of the show is that my dad gets remarried. Like the family is kind of like it's not a traditional family in that sense where it's like my dad and his son are married and are getting married to the mom and then her two daughters. I think that's what
Isn't that like actually
and so,
what the show is about, or like did that end up falling through? Like that.
Well,
aspect of the
that's
show?
what it seemed like at first. Like I remember a scene specifically where he kind of has this moment where with the older girl where they kind of realize that like we have a connection now. Like you're my daughter no matter what. And there were glimpses of that, but then by the end of it, it ended up being Talking Dog funny. Like that was the bit.
He's got a blog.
Which sucks because it's like that could have been a serious Disney has moments like that where
I think Good Luck Charlie is amazing for that. Like that was a really good show.
No,
there were plenty of scenes from Good Luck Charlie that I vividly remember because I was like, damn, that's like real. Like one of the like the younger brother,
Gabe, bro.
Yeah, Gabe. Wait, what was the middle brother name? Because it was no, there's Gabe, who's the youngest, and then there was the older brother.
I forget what his name is.
And then it wasn't Teddy.
Teddy's the girl.
Right?
He looks like
Charlie.
not Jackson, Good Enough Podcast, but Jackson from Hannah Montana.
We're looking this up right now.
I forget what his
but
name is.
there's a scene from an episode that I always remember because I was like, I think
PJ.
it was PJ.
No,
it was PJ.
Isn't PJ's the oldest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only two brothers.
Until they had another
So
kid.
why? Yeah, they had another kid named Logan at some point.
Yeah,
like a little tiny little baby boy.
That's like that was something that I was freaked out about. I was like, wait, this show is introducing a new main character halfway through its run. What the fuck? Like I never saw that before.
No, but like I remember there specifically being a scene where for some reason it was like PJ and Gabe were in a room, and Gabe was mad because he was like had been a dick to someone, and he was like, I let him down, PJ. And PJ was like, who did you let down? The guy on the elevator? Because like, ha ha ha, like funny, like idiot guy. And then Gabe was like, no,
who'd you let down?
guy
The guy on the
upstairs.
elevator.
And he was talking about God.
The guy
how he had like
upstairs.
prayed to God to like be a better person, and he was not following through. I was
the
like,
big
this
man
is weird
upstairs,
for like a Disney Channel like.
Well, it's the same thing with like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like the only scene that people like bring up anymore is the one where his dad leaves him and he's like, "Why doesn't he want me, man? Why doesn't he want me?" Like it's like I'm like sitcoms don't have that anymore. They just don't. At least if they do, I don't hear about them. It's either like a melodramatic, like adult TV that you couldn't show kids.
I will say
or it's just mind numbing.
The most forced thing of all time in old sitcoms, though, because you can have those good moments, like in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, for sure.
But fucking like Full House at the end of every episode was literally just the twins do something bad. They freak out about how to fix it. Bob Saget finds out, and he goes up to their bedroom and he bends down on his knees and he goes, "Girls, it's gonna be okay because even though your mom fucking died, we're all family." And that's the whole show. That's every episode.
Yeah, I never saw Full House, so I can't comment. But yeah,
it has a good
sucks.
theme song. Everywhere you look, everywhere it's hot. It's not how the singer sounds.
Hell yeah, dude. It's Midwest emo.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Home is Where should do a cover of the Full House theme song. Then I'd listen to them.
I've been listening to them so much, man. They really got some fucking bangers.
Everywhere you look, everywhere it's hot.
It's like that.
I'm gonna go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Cover.
No, you're not. He's
Gonna blow
Yeah, I
his
am.
nose.
Yeah, I am.
I'll bring this up because I'm pretty sure we're at the end of that topic. Guys, I was not here last week because I was seeing Smash Mouth.
Luke bought $300 tickets each
No,
to go
no.
to Smash Mouth.
No.
All right,
it was
297.
free. It was free, okay? I had planned to go, and I completely forgot that the day we were going to record was the day that the Smash Mouth concert was.
2 hours.
I told them 2 hours before we were supposed to record. I felt awful.
hours.
I felt really bad. But I went.
2
And
hours.
holy shit, it was so funny. It was so funny. It was at a local Oktoberfest festival. And if you know anything about Oktoberfest and German culture, all you need to know is that there was beer and everyone was drunk. Okay?
Yeah.
So we showed up like 10 minutes, actually no, like 40 minutes before Smash Mouth went on, right? And so I get there and I look around and I'm like, holy shit, no one here is under 30. Like it's all like old people.
all
and I was
the-
like, this is hilarious.
All the old heads that love Shrek, bro.
Yeah.
Shrek
And
the
then-
musical? Is that still on Netflix?
I don't know.
We
Shrek
should do a
the musical is
Patreon
actually.
thing, and we should watch Shrek the musical.
You say this all the time. We just need to do it at some
should.
point, like actually. But holy shit, it was so funny because they were like such boomers when they were performing. Like someone handed him a CD from the crowd because they were like an actual fan to get signed. He said, "We'll give you this after the show," or something like that, and everyone was like, "Woo!" And then he made a joke on stage. He was like, "What is this? Do I put it into my iPhone somewhere?" And then that is where I told Jackson this before. He made some awful joke like that. And then some drunk guy in the crowd that was pissed for no reason said, "Shut the fuck up, you haven't had a hit since the 2000s when you were big."
Let's fucking go, dude.
And I was like,
Someone's
what is
speaking
happening?
Badass.
Someone's
I was like,
speaking
what is
facts,
happening?
Finally.
And then I did not know any song that was being played except for I'm a Believer and All Star. And those two songs, everyone went fucking crazy. It was so awesome.
I'm pretty sure it was just everyone. It was everyone that when we were at the Foxing concert, just kind of like, and then the two songs come on, like, fucking freak out.
Yeah.
That pissed me off, man.
Did you
Those
mosh?
people were not giving fucking
Did you
homeless
mosh?
the respect they deserved.
Did you mosh?
Oh no, there was not a mosh pit.
Oh, bro,
it was
you should've started one.
It was 30-year-old people, dude.
Somebody
They were all too busy holding their giant beers in their right hand to like do anything.
I thought you were gonna say holding their children in their left hands
Some of them did have children with them. It was very funny.
at Oktoberfest.
They'd be like, "All right, honey, this guy performed All Star in Shrek." He also
I
performed
love
a random
Shrek.
ass song I've never heard, and at the very end, the lead singer was like, "Now the next time you hear that in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, you'll know that it was us." And I'll be like,
I love that. Damn, they just have been making the rounds.
"Yeah." I just think
Smash
it's
Mouth.
so funny because like that was like the last thing I expected to do ever was to go see Smash Mouth live and see All Star. Like All Star to me doesn't feel like a real song.
No.
Like if it's fake.
Feels like it was created by artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
No facts. That is so true. Yeah, I don't know. I I really fucking wish that all those Foxing fans had not had to stick up their ass during that concert. That would really piss me off, man. I was like so ready to go, and everyone was just such like.
So you didn't like, are you talking about during Foxing or like the whole thing or like just when Home is wearing like
during both the openers? I mean, during the tail end of Foxing, things got a little better, but like,
bro, what are you talking about?
Damn.
The second they came out on stage, the guy bum rushed the stage and stage dove twice.
That was that one guy though.
That was
one
really
guy,
funny, though.
That one guy stage dove at the worst possible times.
It was the second they got on, like they started playing.
Yeah,
first song.
No one there knew what the fuck they were doing when it came to moshing. Like, it was tough. I was just like, man.
Don't worry, Jackson. We're gonna go see Hassan Piker live, and we can mosh there.
Yes, dude.
He'll be like, fuck it, I'm saying it, dude. And we're like, oh yeah. We're like,
What did America deserve?
We're gonna say it.
He's gonna say it.
Oh my God, he brought his $3 million house. Yes. Oh shit.
We're gonna
Hey guys,
debate
this is
live.
This seems like a very random thing to do. Can I tell you all a joke?
Okay.
It's kind of a long joke.
So it's not about your
Okay.
penis.
No, it's not about my penis. It's
What is it?
it's a long joke.
So that would be a
Spencer
short
told
joke.
me it. So all of my credit for this comes from my friend Spencer, who probably fucking read it on Reddit. I don't know. Read it on Reddit. Say that 3 times fast. All right. So here's the joke.
Sounds like an Eminem bar. I read it on Reddit.
I read it on Reddit.
Wait, before I tell the joke, I comment on the Eminem video comment section. Just is the gift that keeps on giving, man. It's so
really
fucking hilarious. That someone, a like 40-year-old man with a profile picture where he had his shades on his forehead and he was smiling like this into the camera, said, "Let's see you do better, broke dude." ...
Broke dude.
Anyway,
All right, noob dude.
here's the joke.
Let's see if I
Intro
laugh.
to the joke is over. The joke is now happening. It's kind of a long one, so get ready. So an ugly man, an uglier man, and a normal guy are walking through the desert when they find a bottle on the ground. And they grab the bottle and, they rub it, and out of nowhere a genie pops out, right? And the genie is there, and the genie says, "I will grant all 3 of you 3 wishes." And like normal genie rules apply, like you can't wish for any more wishes, like stuff like that, right? And so the ugly dude says to the genie, "For my first wish, I want to be the most attractive man in the world." And so the genie snaps his fingers and boom, he was drop dead gorgeous. Like, I should know. But like, he's just a very attractive guy. So then the uglier guy, the second guy, says to the genie, "Okay, for my first wish, I want to be the new most attractive man in the world." So the genie snaps his fingers.
Wait. Question: does each person get 3 wishes, or do
Yes,
they
each
get 3
person
wishes?
each person gets 3 wishes. So the second guy wants to be the new most attractive man in the world. So genie snaps his fingers. So now the first guy is the second most attractive man, and the second guy is the first most attractive man. And then the normal guy says to the genie, "For my first wish, I want my right arm to spin in a counterclockwise motion like this for all eternity." And so the genie snaps his fingers and immediately his arm starts turning like this and it cannot stop. Time for the second wish. So now the second most attractive man in the world says to the genie, "Okay, I want the hottest woman in the world to be my wife." So the genie says, "Your wish is my command." He snaps. Boom, right there. The most gorgeous woman you've ever seen is right in his arms, and they are now married. And so then the first most attractive man in the world says, "Okay, genie, I wish that every attractive woman is absolutely obsessed with me. Any attractive woman within a 5-mile radius will come to me, and they will just like be around me, and they'll be obsessed." And so the genie says, "All right, your wish is my command." Snaps his fingers or whatever, and they all just, women everywhere swarm him, right? So then the normal guy with his arm spinning counterclockwise says, "All right, genie, for my second wish, I want my left arm to be spinning clockwise. Genie says, okay. So then his arms are both turning like this at a rapid pace and will not stop. So then the first guy says to the genie, all right, I want all of my bills paid. I want enough money to pay all my bills and get a nice house and live the rest of my life happy. Genie snaps his fingers. It happens. Everything is paid for. Then the second guy says, I want the same thing, but I want enough money for a giant mansion so all of these women can stay with me. Genie snaps his fingers, and boom, it happens. Everything is paid for, giant mansion. The third guy with his arms spinning says, okay, now for my final wish, I want my head to nod up and down like this for all eternity. So the genie says, okay, and he snaps his fingers. And the man is like doing this for eternity. Then they all go their separate ways. 5 years later, they all meet up at a bar. The first guy says, me and my wife love each other very much, and we've been traveling the world together, and it has made my life better. The second guy says, all these women around me has boosted my confidence tenfold, and I am having an amazing life. And then the third guy with his arms spinning like this, nodding his head, says to them, guys, I think I really fucked up.
That's so fucking stupid.
I knew that was going nowhere. I knew that was going nowhere.
Guys, I think I fucked up. Wow, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard in my entire life. That was a waste.
I laughed for 5 minutes
That is
after I
a
heard
waste
that joke.
of 7 minutes and 32 seconds. That was... I'm never getting that time back. That's in the void now. Imagine all the stuff I could have done in that time to listen to that joke. Could have learned a new skill.
Good grief. Good grief.
Ah,
Oh my god.
What you guys think? You guys think it was funny?
yeah.
It was funny, but damn. Oh, wait, no, that's what you're telling right now.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, well, that was it.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, I don't really know where to go from there.
Yeah.
From that
The joke was too funny. We can't top that.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? What are you doing tonight, Jackson?
I've got improv auditions after this. I'm not auditioning. Everyone is auditioning for my team, not my team, the team that I'm in.
What's your team
So I
called?
get to.
The fucking losers.
So true.
I do.
So I know who's not getting into improv tonight.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean it. No, that was
I'm kidding.
that was my
kidding.
no, that
I'm
was,
kidding.
That was my improv. That was my.
Oh,
I was doing improv. Yeah, see, so
and
we're
scene.
okay.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Jake,
Look
what
at that.
What are you doing tonight? You gonna like? I don't know.
Probably gonna feed him.
Nice.
Have you not been feeding him?
I forgot.
You know what this means.
No, he's okay.
Okay.
Don't scare me like that, man.
No, it's okay. It'll be fine.
Luke, what are you doing tonight?
I'm probably just gonna like. I don't know. Probably eat something. Probably eat something and like drink something as well.
That's a good
I was
combination.
thinking maybe like a cup of water, maybe soda. Actually, I'll have like a soda.
What soda?
Sprite probably.
Yep.
I'll have a Sprite, and then maybe a bowl of ramen. Maybe a bowl of ramen, and then yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Where's he going?
Oh my fucking god! What just happened?
He read the book.